Hi, and welcome back to Byblos Part 3. So eventually we're going to have grain over there if we ever decide to import it. And half a yard at the docks and half a granary makes 3,200. I might rejig this. Because I think I'm gonna need to, the way I have this set up, I'm gonna want two bazaar ladies, although I could just stick them here. It wouldn't be super aesthetic around here. It wouldn't look finished. I could get rid of this road, put them here, and maybe get some fire and architect on this side of the mansion as well, but $2,200. Let's start working on that. Might as well get one of each and get the road connected. Maybe Todd will give us something for there. At least it's soaking up some unemployment, and I got two chances to make a little bit of jewelry here. Far off land protection. Get a quarter of a yard. Let's put down our I'm just gonna do it like this. I'm not gonna get fancy, and I do want fire and Walker to actually, if I want fire and Walker to definitely make it over here, they're not going to get this. So I think I'm going to do this. I'm gonna watch this guy and see how far he makes it before I decide if I'm doing anything else. So you are buying grain, you are buying linen, and you are buying jewelry. And that is also what you are doing. Does Bast walk all the way up to here? Nope. do want some kind of loop. I think we're just going to leave this free flowing so that these guys can maybe get here. Like we're just going to keep this open like this. And then we were talking about getting down some more shrines. And then let's make it look like we have a front door here. Just for aesthetics. Probably going to really mess this up. Got some green there. Okay, let's maybe give these 2 blocks pottery and beer. And then see if we can evolve them up, because we're kind of in trouble with employment. Okay, and we're gonna retire that fort and get our 6th charioteer fort up. Okay, I can't think of anything else we can do employment wise. Other than maybe getting our Senate house down. Okay, we got some jewels, or we got some gems from top for some luxury goods. So this is what our final city is going to look like, other than all the services. In fact, that might be what we do next, is put in courthouses and dentists and that'll soak up some unemployment as well. Start to plaza things up and get the gardens around. Let's do the courthouses. Oops. Now we don't have papyrus yet, but I could put down the scribal schools in these blocks. And I could put down the mortuaries in these blocks. And I could give the dentists. Could give the cat statues. Because every block needs a cat statue. We've got room for another house here or something. Actually, I was thinking that was the best place for the I think this is what I want a finished large senator block to look like now on non-malaria maps. We could go 2 more houses too. We could go here and here and here. So we got 2 more spots for housing blocks per block as well. If we need people, we're almost 2/3 of the way up now, and we took care of a lot of our unemployment by adding those services. So I think the next logical thing to do is to bring in pottery. And again, there was no way to bring in clay, right? Okay. So we only really want pottery over here, half a yard. So as long as we've got pottery in here, I don't really need to keep a lot of it at the dock here. And that way the dock workers will never walk over here to deliver pottery. So I think that's a good number. I should probably think about doing the same thing for beer. Because really all we need to evolve the houses here then, because we've got some is papyrus and beer. These guys. Thank you, Bast. Are we late on your festival? We are. So we've got some pottery in 6 months. We've got a Bedouin army coming. Oh, wouldn't that be fun if this was full by then? We might get that achievement for lawful stomping people with 6 chariot companies. I welcome our Bedouin visitors to town. Okay. We're gonna need things very pretty over here. And we're going to want to not evolve anybody on accident. could hold these for statues, actually, in case we don't have the desirability. I don't like that. That might be a good statue. And then we want to plaza that up. And we want to plaza this up. And we want to plaza this up. But not yet. 'Cause money. So this bizarre lady, we're gonna tell her to buy those things. We're gonna tell this bizarre lady to buy these things. Okay. $68 granite. Oh, we're starting to run into some money problems. Looks like we're back out of them. We might be okay. Thank you, Bast. Okay, so we seem to be doing okay on the god fronts now. These guys are holding at ordinary cottages. One of the obelisks is done. You guys are in for a surprise. And then hopefully the achievement works, because some of the achievements have been buggy for me. I stopped trying to chase some of them because no matter, like, I do everything that they tell me to do, but I still don't get the achievements. 10% unemployment. That's going to be moot when we start evolving these guys up. In debt. Flashing in and out of debt right now. We are bringing a lot of things in. We lost 2 chariots in that exchange. I did not get the achievement. Maybe the Seth blessing. messes it up. Okay, are we going to bring beer into town? If not, then when? We'll decide in January. That obviously means we don't have 100 yet. We've made pretty decent use of our space here. If we ever build a housing block down here like I was talking about, that will make it look like we're using most of it out. I could probably do some kind of statue work over here. Well, there's our gems for our jewelry. We're starting to build up a little bit of an excess, so that's good. It's nice that we don't have to import it. Let's look at our trade routes. So Knossos, we bought 900 pottery this year. Kadesh, we sold all of the linen that we're going to sell. Rawardi, we sold 2,500 copper. That's not bad. As we kind of catch up, we should be better. We bought almost all their pottery. Abu, we bought all the grain. We got nothing we can sell these guys. It's too bad. Okay. Another trade route or two would be really nice. Because we are still a little skunked on cash. These are starting to fill up. So most everything on the dock is going to go from here on out, I think. The Hittite army is coming. Maybe the Hittites will get raffle stomped and we'll get the achieve on the Hittites. But I'm not banking on it anymore. Still aren't quite there with respect to granite. Might be worth it to get the big one down first and then bring the little one in, because it's going to take them longer to work on this one than this one. So that's probably what I'll do. I'll let this go up to 200. Okay, we've got a fair amount of money now. Let's bring in beer. And we'll also import to Maine 1600 because we don't really want any excess other than what's sitting in the yard here, because these guys aren't ever getting beer in the outside of the walls. And then the next thing to think about is bringing pottery in. We could soak up some unemployment by putting down some more wood choppers, but forgot my January festival. How are we doing on ratings? So we're coming close. Senate House should push us up, I think. Prosperity, we're gonna make okay. So it looks like building a monument, bringing in the rest of our people without unemployment being a problem. As soon as we start taxing these guys, that'll be another good source of income, although we're pretty decent on money right now. So let's bring the papyrus in too. I'm gonna think about bringing half a yard in just to supply a quarter, 1/4. Yeah. Oh, I already had this set for getting papyrus. Did I not? Yeah. Okay. So 1600 papyrus. Let's just make sure that I did it. Okay. That'll get the scribal schools going. We can get our libraries down if we want. Although if we can get the culture rating here without, with just the Senate House, without libraries, then these two might be better off with the Bass, just so these guys don't eat so much. But we'll see. Okay, the Hittites are coming. I think we're ready for the Hittites. I did ask for beer, right? Oh, there's beer coming. Okay, beer hit town. Just about the same time that the Hittites are going to hit town. Oh, we did need the Navy. We lost 39 chariots and 6 warships. Holy smokes. That was brutal. We could have used the Seth blessing there. No achievement. Oh my god, that was nasty. I was not expecting that. No siree, Bob. Okay, so these guys are going up. I missed a message there. What was it? 18 months to he. Okay. Well, we should be back up to strength. Land route. Okay, good. So we can send everybody. That's full. Okay. So linen. So let's finish doing our plaza here. What? I stuck this statue in the wrong place and he evolved. That's okay. Yeah, you know, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna give, I'm gonna put statues down here into these 2 blocks. These 2 can go to people, that can go to housing. It's going to be Senate House, so this was going to be a statue. it's going to be a statue. So maybe this will make it all the way up. Needs a library. Yeah, let's give him a library. I don't think we have the papyrus yet to put down the library. So I think we'll give these 2 blocks a library instead of a taw. We can put down either a statue here or another god. Let's see if we're balanced out on temples. 6 shrines, 2 temples. So we could use another temple to taw. In place of a library there. That's going to be Senate House. We want to get rid of those because Senate House is going to probably pick up employment here. Let's handle some unemployment and pick up some extra taxes there. Looks like this row's ready to pop for us that way as well. I put the statue in the wrong space there too. I'm just not that smart. Oh, we are kind of crashing with money here. Okay, we're gonna stop doing shenanigans and hope that isn't a death spiral. Okay, good. It was short-lived, but still I'm gonna watch it with the money. 16 months. That's good. We do need the time to replenish this. How are we doing on the Navy? We're still short 3 of our 8 ships. We're starting to improve that. $964 in the hole. We could put down a library or 2 when we get the money. Couple more manors. Unemployment's at 3% now. Yeah, I think we're going to be okay. The rest of this mission, we're almost out of debt. As long as we don't get any like crazy battles like that again. That was scary. Okay, hold a new festival to Bast. We're still getting blessings, so we must be good on... okay, good. I think I wouldn't mind the protection at home blessing. Wondering if we need to bring meat into town. Okay, so we do have the ability to put down a Senate house when we can afford it. That might be the next thing that we do. To see what that does to our culture rating. Libraries, though, are probably still more of a priority. Just the higher we get this housing up, the better we're going to be on taxes. Let's just see how people are liking us. Indifferent, but immigrating, so might tweak the tax rate a little bit now. So we're gonna go like that, 1 over for wages, 1 under for taxes. Last year, 5,600 for, so taxes are covering wages now. Our imports were outweighing our exports. We did 5,300 in mine gold. That taxes number is going to improve. Okay, so there's our 7 manors. 1% unemployment now. 1,500 more people to bring into the city. Could probably give these guys beer and pottery now. We can always bring them up fairly high if we put linen into here. I don't think we're ever going to do jewelry, so we don't have to worry about accidentally evolving manors over here. Nine months. 144 granite. We're doing okay on Devons now, so why don't we finish up our gardening. Let's bring in a library just on this side right now, just because this is where we have our manors evolved at the moment. Okay. So city's starting to look pretty prosperous. Which it is. We need to bump up our kingdom rating, but that'll be easy to do. Far off lands. 7 months until their need to go out. We're getting close to filling up the companies. We've got a surplus of chariots. Still doing okay on money. Let's plaza up the rest of this first block then. So we could start to evolve these guys up. 488 more people. We could stick in those houses. Might not be a bad idea. Nobody's PO'd at me. So I think bringing in another library here when we can, and then we'll think about the Senate House. that's a little bit of a demand on beer. Stately manor, I think that's as high as we can get with a manor. So I don't need the Senate House here to evolve that. So that's everything we're going to be bringing in here. We could give these guys a second type of food, but I don't think I'm going to. Just because we're barely keeping up. I might have to put down this little housing block here. We'll worry about that when we're getting close to our last obelisk. I would like to know if that Senate House is enough to push us up. 2 months. Okay, we're going to take this right to the edge of the end of January, just to make sure we send as many people as we can. Why don't I send a generous gift? Okay, let's get ready to send out whoever is ready. I don't know where we're sending it to Heh, so cross your fingers we get a trade route out of this deal. Because we still are a little tighter on money than I want to be. Looks like we're sending 4 full companies. That should do it. I don't want to send these guys because they're loading up still. We were victorious, so that's good. I think I saw the Seth blessing message, so okay. So that's okay. We'll have our military at full strength for the next time we get curb stomped. Hopefully we'll have a on friendly soil blessing from Seth the next time we have to fight the Hittites here in town. Okay, give us a trade route though, not just pats on the back. 9%. %. Okay. A couple more manors, a little bit more tax income. We are back in some debt. Oh my gosh. Yeah, the economy isn't the greatest with all the imports we're doing. Hey, please buy wood, please buy wood, please buy wood. They buy wood, and they buy weapons, and they buy linen. Okay. The land trade route, I don't think we can afford to open that now. We do have a full full yard of linen to sell them, but that's going to put us up at 4,000 in the hole. So let's get that down to a little bit more of a manageable number before we open that up. They're going to go over here to get the wood, which is handy. They can go anywhere to get the wood for all I care. Okay, so let's open them up. Okay. We have a lot of things to sell you. So I think now we're laughing. Exporting went over 0. Exporting went over 0. What's the other thing? They're already going to buy linen. We might want to put a couple, after we do our next sale, since they take a lot of linen, we'll put down some more weavers. And then I think we'll put up this, we'll at least get this housing block kind of planned. So how, garden house. We want it going out that way, because that's where the food is. That'll be a fun little block to do. Let's at least start sticking the things in it that we want. So we'll put down a house there. And the unemployment for it. We do not have large obelisk levels of granite yet, but we're close. Okay, water we don't have to worry about, but we can't put any houses up away from the road. So we'll think about that when we put the venues here, but I don't think we're going to worry about having them operate unless the culture rating demands it. It'd be easy to put a little block here, or just even put them over here, since we won't be putting houses. So yeah. All you're ever gonna buy is fish. Sorry about my phone. Okay. that's everything that would need. Might as well get this looking a little bit fancy. So it's got water, it needs food. There's fish over here you can go get. We're doing really good on money now. Let's get a couple more weavers in. Okay. There's our large obelisk, so we're going to tell them that I only want 100 now. And we're in cruise control, I think, till the end of the mission. We should have enough housing to get everybody else back in. We can control the unemployment at will. We have definitely enough money to go throw down our Senate house and see if that gets us our kingdom rating, and if it messes up this house. We're definitely good on jewelry without ever having to import a single gem, which is nice. In fact, I might, just on the off chance we get a gem blessing, that I've got more jewelers there for Ta to be nice to us. No outstanding requests. We almost have the kingdom rating. If I gave these guys a second food, I could try to bring meat into town. We got 2,500 meat that we can bring into town. Could try to get these guys meat. That might be something to do if we don't have the population. These still have to evolve a little bit. Why don't I start doing what I was thinking about decoration wise? See if we can improve some of this housing. This guy is just a desirability issue. So if I move this police station, and lay down some gardens here maybe. Do I have room for a statue here? Not really, but I do have room for gardens. So we got all these to ordinary cottages. We got all these to ordinary cottages, except for this guy here, which will go when he gets some food. So let's see what we can do to get these guys up to ordinary cottages as well. So I said I could maybe move some of these services over to here. Think about getting rid of the little junk houses here and sticking in some gardens there and there. I don't think that's going to mess up our employment. Okay, we achieved it over here. We've got all these guys do not like the granary. See, we could, with this outer ring of walkers, we could put down like towers all along the inside and double up the walls in places. And that would have probably helped us in that mission, or that attack where we had so many people, because we'd been able to use some tower defenses and pick where we engage everybody. Okay, so now let's see what we can do over here. It's a fun little thing to do at the end of it. Okay, so there's improvements there. there's all these guys is up to rough cottages over here. So mission accomplished. We wanted to see if we could do that, and we have. Need more houses with mortuaries. So Senate House didn't do it by itself. We're short a dancer stage. That might be something we want to do instead of putting down another mortuary. I don't see any good place. For a dancer stage. Over here. No. Someplace that it's not gonna look out of place. If I took this roadblock out. There isn't. Quandaries. Maybe we could do something nice for the gold miners. Put something outside the walls. I don't want to put anything outside the walls. We've got the schools over here, so maybe if I just did something kind of nice just right here. Give a little place for the all it would need is a dance school and a firehouse. hide a little fire hole down here. Or else just open up this, open up that block and put the roadblock over here. There's a little place for them to go party. And if that doesn't do culture, we'll throw a mortuary somewhere. Probably for these guys. I could stick one right here. I could stick it right here, but that might, we might lose some of the housing. Okay. We definitely have enough room for people. 6% unemployment. We can it would be nice to get all 14 of them by the end of the mission. We could start to delete some of these. That's enough for 100. Let's take a look at our ratings. Yeah, that dancer stage helped, so we don't have to worry about anything now other than bringing the people in, getting our last monument. Why is the carpenter not going there? Where's your road? Okay, so you should. The carpenter's still working, so it must have just been an odd message. He just wants him there because he's. This is our beer guy. Take a couple gold mines offline. I could probably take a chariot maker offline. "34 workers required." There's no place to really add any more housing, is there? Not a guarantee that it's rough cottages. Although we could probably. Add a little bit more guys down by the docks here. He has not got employment. Why would you not have employment? Okay. Let's give them the monuments priority here. Don't have a lot of guys working on the monument, but I do want them working on the monument. So we don't quite have 100. Yeah, our economy is totally fixed. So I gambled a little bit at the beginning of this mission by keeping the city palace where it was and having the long walks. But as soon as some of those trade routes opened up, we became less reliant on gold, and then things are okay. People are immigrating. They're pleased with me. Let's get them a little happier with me. We're way behind on our Bast festivals. We're short 6 workers. We have just about a full town. We have potential to go over, but that's okay. Although it'll be interesting to see when we hit 6,000 if that trips us over on anything. It shouldn't over here. We're excellent on scribal schools. Yeah, we might have to jig our ratings. Yeah. These guys have a dentist. Did I give these guys a dentist? I don't think these guys down here have a dentist. Could also stick them over here. Just to balance things out. there's the carpenters going to the obelisk. We're okay on workers. Let's see if we improved our culture back up. Yeah, adding those dentists helped. So we need 34 more people. We need a little bit more kingdom rating, and we'll be done with Byblos. We accomplished what we wanted to do at the beginning when we were dreaming about what to do with this mission. Kept the economy afloat with just the city palace. We didn't tear down anything important. We took down a temple here and a little bit of housing here because it was going to run into our housing block. And then we did some minor rejigging over here, but kept everything pretty much the same. Managed to feed everybody with fish here, and bass help for sure. Running 2 docks. This area here is disconnected. We ran a forced walker around here to get water for places that weren't going to get water here in the corners. So kind of proud of the way we did that, even though I don't like to use forced walkers. Well, it's the first time I think I've used forced walkers, but I don't like the concept of it. But I'll probably use it again for water in the future. Tasking a water carrier to do a long walk isn't like a big kind of game breaker from an aesthetics kind of point of view. We need 6 more people. We got a little bit of unemployment, so that's nice. We evolved all the manors. We got 14 stately manors, which is helping to curb the unemployment that you run into on some of these missions where it asks for a lot of people, but you're never going to create the jobs. We've got a good copper industry, a good wood industry, a good linen industry, so that's our exports. We've never had to import any gems. Kadesh, yeah, be my guest. Hopefully that bumps our kingdom rating up. And now we're just waiting for our final monument. Needs 100. Glad we did it in the order that we did. So we need 18 more. We've got room for that 18 more. So probably this year we'll get the rest of our granite. And then we'll just speed along to the end. Okay, so we did get a kingdom rating boost from that. We're finished the one obelisk, so now we just wait for the remaining granite and finish up the final one. I'm going to see what I can do to maybe make that a little faster if we've got 2 wood carvers go, or 2 carpenters going, and maybe 2 masons going, just so we get out of here as quick as we can. There we go. Let's stop importing granite. Let's take down the rest of our is this guy solely granite? Yeah. So we're gonna get rid of this one here too. So we've just got our one getting fish thing here. So this is all just support for the Navy yards that are up here. So there's a reason for that housing to be there, even with this dock being idle now. 2% unemployment is decent. We forgot to hold the festival for Bast in January. So yeah, now we're just waiting on that, and we should be out of this mission. When this is done, I think I'll just get rid of this little road system here and get rid of the roads around the obelisks. Maybe just garden them up a tiny little bit, and then we'll leave Byblos. I like the city a lot more than Kamoon, which we just got out of, just because the mission seems to be way better designed. You can actually curb your unemployment. It was an economic challenge, so doing things when you can, and the military part of this mission was good. We got to use our Navy, not to send any transports out, but we got to use them in a big battle where we probably would have lost if it wasn't for them. Got to use all the military in town, so the battles made sense. Just a really, really nicely designed mission. So I'm quite pleased with this one. And then I guess we're gonna tackle Rewarding next, and that finishes off the New Kingdom for me. And then we'll start getting into the Cleopatra missions. %77 complete. 100 prosperity, 70 culture. Yeah. There we go. I'm just gonna hit keep governing.
All-powerful Pharaoh. By turning back the Hittites, Egypt has grown into a mighty empire. Your sword has given the gift of Egyptian civilization to the world.
So 228 months on hard. We kept the culture rating up at 70 for our win. We ended up with 6,082 people. So yeah, nice mission. Let's see if we can do this without deleting any monuments. Kind of nice and centered on the temple complex. So aesthetically, I think this city satisfies me. There's a look at it in its finality. Of course, we want to get rid of those guys. My dogs are giving me a little celebratory bark here. Okay, and there's our last look at Byblos. I'm pretty happy with the city. I'm glad we were able to actually use what they left us reasonably well. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you sometime in the future in Rewarding.